Somerset, Kentucky, Walmart. My dad claims, or he said, that the Somerset, Kentucky Walmart, which is in Pulaski County, that's southeastern Kentucky, not far from where my mom and dad live. Anyway, my dad was telling me a couple years ago that huge supercenter Walmart, it's so huge, he told me, that you could easily spend $1 million in the first aisle alone. That's how huge, not big, that's how huge the Supercenter Walmart is in Somerset, Kentucky, Pulaski County. Boy, I would love to own a place like that. Maybe my revenue here on YouTube will allow me to. Man, I mean, and they got everything. They got everything in the world. But my dad said it's huge. You know, it's amazing. What stores, or some stores are allowed to do and some stores aren't. One thing I don't like about Ohio, none of these stores or restaurants, which is still a store, restaurant, they're not allowed to give you anything. They have to throw it away because of the health department. Not in Kentucky. My sister goes through drive-through, and the cashier said, "Do you want a barbecue?" I think it was barbecue chicken dinner. Somebody ordered, they don't want it. They gave it to her. I was in West Virginia one time. I was about 15. Took a 2-hour train ride, not on the old-fashioned coal trains. And after a 2-hour train ride in the West Virginia mountains, as we was headed home, still in West Virginia, there was a KFC. So Dad told my mom, you and Greg go in there and get us some chicken dinners. As we pulled up to the door, it said closing 10 o'clock. Well, it was like 5 till, so Dad rushed us in there. He said, go in there and they may accept your order. We went in there and they did. And here's what the manager said. All this chicken back here, do you want it? She asked me and Mom if we wanted. There's like 100 pieces. There was no mention of any kind of government health department or nothing. And we walked out with 3 bags of chicken. See, you can't do that in Ohio. Down in Kentucky and West Virginia you can, because they don't care. That's what I like about those kind of people. They're Southern. Here in Ohio, you lose your business license. You know, the only reason why I'm here in Ohio is because I'm from here. And Ohio has got its beautiful points to it. But overall, Ohio is one of the ugliest states I've ever been in. And I've been in multiple states. Wyoming, Colorado, you name it. Florida, Georgia, North, South Carolina, like I just said, West Virginia, Virginia. I've been in a lot of states. And Ohio is one of the ugliest. I hate saying it that way. And the rules here and laws, I think sometimes are just ridiculous. They're so afraid of someone getting sick and being sued here in Ohio. But those other states, they wouldn't have been afraid. In KFC, they happily gave us all that chicken. They was closing. They didn't want to throw it away. And that's what the assistant manager told us. That lady was the assistant manager. We don't want to throw it away. You want it? Sure. We still ordered. We got mashed potatoes, the complete dinners. But one thing I got against Ohio, this state is so afraid of its own shadow. It really is. Not them other states.